What's up, YouTube? Ryan back today with another Minor League Monday on a Tuesday. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This week's kind of weird. I'm getting married on Friday, so I just had too many things to do yesterday. I was running too many errands. Could not get out my regular Minor League Monday video, so we're releasing it on a Tuesday. I'm recording it right now this morning. So it's going to be a weird week. Next week's going to be weird too because I'm going to be going on a honeymoon for a couple days. So I'll keep you updated via my Twitter on when and how my videos are going to be posted. Anyways, today we're talking about Trevor Hauver, New York Yankees, who's their third-round draft pick this year in the 2020 draft. He's my favorite player to come after the first round in the 2020 draft. I think he's a really great player. He absolutely killed it in the first week of the minor leagues. He's the best player in all of minor league baseball. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Let's break him down. Let's talk about Trevor Hauver. As always, you guys, if you guys like this video, found it helpful, want me to keep making these every week, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see moving forward. If there's anyone you guys want me to break down, talk about. There's so many minor league players out there. There's some hidden gems out there. So if you have any you want me to talk about, please let me know. I have a few on the back burner ready to go. But if you have anyone that you really want me to break down, let me know in the comments below. So for a lot of people, Trevor Hauver, he's pretty underrated. He's the number 23 prospect in the Yankees organization. Again, he was a third-round draft pick. He was a 99th overall pick in the draft. You know, a lot of people just don't know who he is or didn't know who he was before the first week of the minor leagues. He's from Arizona State, so I've watched him a lot, and that's why I like him so much, and he's just always impressed me at the college level. So he's been on my radar forever. He's been someone that even back in December, I was like, hey, if he shows that he can hit wood bat at all, like I'm going all in on him. He's pretty much done that. So Trevor Hauver, he is 22 years old. He's a little older. He went to college for a few years. He's 6 foot, 205, so he's a thick kid, good build, really athletic. For a 23rd overall prospect, the scouts actually grade him out pretty well. 50 hit, 50 power, which I think is very respectable grades. 45 run, 45 arm, 45 field. You know, I don't know if I agree on all those, but hey, nonetheless, like those really aren't that bad of grades. 45 being the lowest grade. Not really sure how that makes his overall a 40, but dang, there's things in this world I just still don't understand. So pretty good grades, really respectable hitting grades at least nonetheless. And right now he's playing in low A for the Tampa Tarpons. One thing I will note is they have him listed as a second baseman / outfielder. And as of right now, he's only played second base. He's played second base in every game except for one, and the one that he wasn't, he actually DH'd. So he hasn't actually touched the outfield, which, you know, he was an outfielder at ASU, and I thought he was a pretty dang good outfielder. I never saw him really mess up or do anything crazy. I was like, wow, this dude's terrible out there. But hey, second base brings more value to him. If he can show power at second base, I'd love to see it. Let's jump into his stats a little bit, talk about why I do enjoy Trevor Hauver and what to look for in the future. All right, so let's jump into his stats a little bit. Again, a lot of college years, 3 years at Arizona State, and the last one being canceled, which I was really bummed about because he was absolutely killing it. I think he was going to have just a fantastic year. I think he probably would have been a first rounder if the season did get canceled, honestly. Like 5 home runs through 17 games. He had like a 500 on base percentage. Over 1,100 OPS, almost 1,200 OPS in the pack, which I think is one of the most difficult college baseball divisions. He was doing really great. So I definitely think if that season would have played out, he would have been a first rounder, very close to it. But nonetheless, we're not going to really focus on his college numbers. He's done great in college. He's shown a little bit of everything in college. He's shown some power. He's shown good plate discipline. Just a lot of things you want to see. Obviously, his last 2 years in college were both over 1,000 OPS. But we're going to focus on just the 10 games so far in his pro career and why I am absolutely loving Trevor Hauver so far. So Trevor Hauver, like I said, he's in low A ball, which a lot of people don't like. A lot of people don't think that these older college players should be playing in low A, which I agree with on some sort of level. But I still think it shows whether they're good or not. And Trevor Hauver so far is showing that he does not belong in low A. Clearly needs to be brought up to high A because he's playing really great. Through 10 games, he has the 6 home runs he hit in week 1. He's got 14 RBIs. He's got 12 hits. On top of that, he has 13 18 walks. Like, he's just playing really great right now, slashing a 343 with a 510 on base percentage, almost a 900 slugging percentage, and just under a 1400 OPS. So really awesome stuff so far out of Trevor Hauver. And this is actually including a pretty slow week too. His first week was unbelievable. And then his second week, you guys know how streaky baseball can be. He actually struggled. New series, went on the road for the first time. He struggled a little bit. He only hit 118 in week 2, but the one thing I do really like to see and is very encouraging is even not being able to get hits. He only had 2 hits and 17 at-bats. He walked 6 times in 5 games still. So he's showing that plate discipline. He's getting on base, and that's what I really look at when I'm looking at a baseball player, if they're going to be elite offensive players. So for many people, this would be a very discouraging week. They would say, wow, he just got lucky week 1. But no, I actually like it. It shows that even when he's not getting hits, he's getting on base. And that's stuff you see out of Mike Trout. You see stuff out of Juan Soto. And I'm not comping to those players. I'm just saying that's what elite offensive players do. They get on base. And that's what's really important in this sport. And Trevor Hauver's showing that so far in low A. All right, everyone's favorite part of the video is talk about his sports cards. And guys, I'm not recommending buying Trevor Hauver right now. I'm really not, because I do think his card's going to come down. The initial hype of the minor league season is happening right now. And with that first week, he went insane. I talked about him a little bit last week in my 5 cards going up. Trevor Hauver's refractor auto was $13 back in December, and now it's selling for $200. And it's gone down since then, and we'll talk about that. But we're just going to glance through pretty much a little bit of everything. So basically, it looks like you can pick up his base Bowman Chrome for $6. Anything under $5, I like a lot. Like this 225, I'm fine with. I like that purchase. But obviously, with 2020, I feel like a broken record saying it now, but whenever you're buying 2020 Bowman, make sure it's a good card. The centering is always terrible. There's print lines everywhere. So really putting a lot of emphasis on any of this is good purchases as long as you're making sure you're getting a good card, because you could spend $2 on a card, but it can come back just completely trashed. Or you could overpay for something and it can come back completely trashed and not worth what you actually paid. 10 refractors, $90. So only $9 for a refractor. I actually don't hate that price. I definitely think his prices are still inflated right now. Like base autographs selling for $100. You know, for a third rounder, that's pretty high. Refractor auto 125, and then look at this base Bowman Chrome $218. This was on auction probably the week that he was still hitting 6 home runs, and then it ended on the 17th. 20 bids, $218 for base Bowman Chrome auto. Whoever bought that overpaid a lot. Refractor $17. Again, I just think that's a lot of money. You know, I don't hate that price if you make sure it's an immaculate card, it's gradable, stuff like that. But I think under $10 and even closer to $5 for refractor is something I like way more. I know it's probably hard to find his stuff out there. And now as we keep scrolling, I'm just going to show you guys how expensive this stuff is, because this is getting into the thick of how expensive his cards are. Sapphire, base Sapphire, was like an $8 card when it first came out. Now it's like a $50 card. Refractor, $20 there. And I also want to give you guys a gauge of where his cards were at before that 6 home run week. You could pick up his Bowman Chrome for $1. You really could. You could pick up even his red auto, $660. Black for $125. A buddy of mine bought his for $80. I bought my Sparkle auto right here for $80. Refractor auto, $50 right there. Sapphire, $10. Another black auto for $114. Refractor for $2. So his prices are really inflated right now, and I do want to emphasize that I do think they're going to come down. Like, he pretty much has to be the best player in the minor leagues to maintain where his prices are at. I'm not selling only because it's PC items for me. I'm PCing Trevor Hauver. If I wasn't PCing him, I would be selling everything I own because his prices are really expensive. I actually posted a Sapphire that I am selling because I have 2 of them. But this is someone that you need to have on your radar because the Yankees market is obviously insane. I've never seen a prospect jump like this in my entire life. Like, literally, his autograph was $12. $12. And then $218 at auction. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Again, Trevor Hauver, ASU boy. So, hey, maybe I am a little biased, but he's off to a great start. I love that he's showing that he can get on base. Obviously, the home runs are sexy and amazing, and everyone cares about those. But I really like that he's showing plate discipline. He's taking his walks. And seeing the second week where he did struggle offensively as far as getting hits, he was still getting on base. 6 walks in 5 games. Really like seeing that. I think he's probably going to have a bounce back week this week as far as getting hits, maybe hits a home run. The market's really funny right now, and You know, most stuff's coming down for baseball. Trevor Hauver, I think, is going to continue to come down just because of how hyped he was. So this is someone I just want to put out there that, you know, watch his stuff, maybe pick something up once you're confident about it. I do think it's overpriced right now, 100%. He's 22 years old. He's a third rounder, so he doesn't have that much hype on his name. If he didn't hit those 6 home runs, probably no one would know who he was except for me because I watched him in college. But yeah, that's Trevor Hauver. I think he has a bright, bright future. I really think he could be a star in New York. I really do, you guys. If he keeps showing that he can get on base, I would love to see him move up to high A. I think he'll still do great in high A. You know, if he can continuously show success at the minor league level, if and when he makes it to New York, he has the power to absolutely destroy Yankee Stadium. In my opinion, he has plus power, especially for his size, his strength. He can hit a ball long ways. That short porch in right field in Yankee Stadium, I think he's absolutely going to feast at. Like, I really think he could be a staple for the Yankees. And that's huge. That is humongous, especially in the card market. Yeah, I really like Trevor Hauver. Call me biased. I think he's a great player, though. But yeah, you guys, that's it. If you guys like this video, please get a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you think of Trevor Hauver. Are you buying? Are you selling? Just give me your overall thoughts. Do you think he's a good player? Do you think he's going to be a bust? Just had one good week. Let me know in the comments, but I want to put this out there because you need to put him on your radar. He was a third rounder, so he wasn't on very many radars. His prices have gone up a ton. He's been great so far in the minor leagues. Super excited to continue to follow him this season, and we'll see how he does. I'm super pumped. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and you have a great rest of your day. See ya!